Ladies and gentlemen, I can't remember what PIP class, but I'd like you to meet our PIP participant speaker for today, Miss Natalie Flaming. Where are you, Natalie? Oh, here you are. You enjoy my shoes?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a two-time PIP graduate, actually. Wow, look at all the amazing people in this room. And I know that you're all amazing because I don't know anyone who's associated with possibilities who isn't. So, well, enough about you. Let's talk about me for a second, all right? I grew up in this city. My mother was a single mother, and we were extremely poor, so we moved around an awful lot. And I think I've lived in just about every neglected area of this city. Well, in 1997, as an adult, I moved back into one of the neighborhoods in which I'd lived as a kid. But in 1999, 2 days after my divorce, my home burned down. So I moved a little northward, and armed only with a GED, I began to contemplate my own life's direction as a single mother. Well, call it fate or call it coincidence, but I had no intention of going back to that neighborhood. But about a year later, that's exactly what I did. So, because I'd lived there several times throughout my lifetime, I began to feel like I was being called to do something. And over time, this something became more obvious. My children were concerned about their friends and some of the things happening in the neighborhood. So I helped them to write a petition, and they submitted it to City Council with over 500 elementary children's signatures on it. I believe Willa Johnson was there for that, actually. Mayor Cornett was a councilman at the time, so that tells you how long ago that was. Don't try to age me. Well, after that, my role as a leader in the community sort of spiraled into something that I really didn't know how to handle. I just didn't have the skills. But I became the co-president of the Class and 10 Pen Neighborhood Association because I was passionate about improving the quality of life there for families. But I'll be honest with you, as leadership goes, I had no idea what I was doing. And that's when fate stepped in again, and I met the people of possibilities. 18 years ago, I completely lacked confidence and knowledge. These people gave me access to tools, trainings, and probably most importantly, other leaders, all of which helped to educate and just empower me, all without cost to me as a single mother, and that was vital. Because that's what they do. They reach into the hearts and minds of people, of anyone, and they empower them to become great leaders. Now, I can't go into all the details of that journey, but suffice it to say, when I look at the Class in 10 Pen, wait, they're calling it just 10 Pen now, I think. Okay, so when I look at the 10 Pen Plaza District Gatewood area now, I can clearly see that the work we did back then created phenomenal change in that square mile. And I wouldn't have been able to do the things that I did. The recruitments, the grants, the projects, all of that stuff. I couldn't have done that without them. There's no way. And although only a handful of people today know about my and Possibilities' contributions over there, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that people continue to do the work. Together, we created a catalyst that other futures, or other leaders, are using. They're building on that. And I've also come a long way personally. Possibilities not only played a vital role in the work that I was doing, but they gave me confidence in my ability as one person to create change. Without them, I know I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. So here we are, roughly 16 years later. I'm currently a student at OCU, and I expect to graduate and enter a PhD program in 2018. For educational psychology. My focus is on human strengths research, and my goal is to help children and teachers to change an educational system that is just inadequate in support. So, although I know there are many worthy causes you can support with your time and money and talents, I've seen what this organization is capable of at a fundamental level. I feel like they're involved with just about every worthy local cause here in Oklahoma City. Speaking from experience, when you support this organization, you don't just support the efforts of the people working in the communities, although that is certainly a benefit. What you do is you help maintain a place where anyone, regardless of race, gender, educational level, or life circumstances, I mean anyone, can be a game changer. That's the power of possibilities. Thank you.